tell me a story.
Sure thing! Today I'll tell you the story of Goldilocks and the three bears. Once upon a time, there was a girl with a head full of golden curls. That's why her parents called her Goldilocks. She was playing in the forest looking for some flowers for her home. It kept moving away and away until it found another very beautiful house, far from its home.
Grandpa, was Goldilocks lost in the woods?
Well, it wasn't totally lost, but the girl was very curious and wanted to enter the house to find out who lived there. Grandpa, then...
Grandpa, so then Goldilocks knocked on the door?
Yes, the girl knocked on the door several times, but no one would open it. Because the house was empty.
Of course. So they had to go back home because nobody was in that other house.
Well, the girl, I mean, Goldilocks was very curious. She decided to open the door and enter without permission to find out what was inside. So the girl realized something fascinating was happening inside the house. The number 3 kept popping up everywhere.
The number 3? Like the number 3, Grandpa.
Well, on the table there were 3 bowls of soup, a large plate, a medium plate, and a small plate. Goldilocks picked up a spoon that was nearby and tasted the soup from the big bowl. But it was very hot. Tasted the soup from the medium plate, and it was still very hot. Then she ate the soup from the small bowl, and it was just the right temperature. I really enjoyed that soup. It was very good.
And what else was in the house?
There were 3 rocking chairs. 1 large, 1 medium-sized one, and a small one. She got on the big chair, but it was too big. The medium-sized chair was also not to her liking. It was a bit uncomfortable. Then she sat in the small chair, and it was just right. Goldilocks began to rock back and forth in the small chair. And suddenly, she broke it. She was too heavy.
Oh, no, Grandpa. She broke the chair. So he must have gone home.
No. Like I said, Goldilocks was very curious, so she decided to keep looking around. Let's see. What else was in the house? She entered the room where there were 3 beds. Again, the number 3. A very large bed, a medium-sized bed, and another small bed. First, he tried to lie down in the big bed, but he couldn't even get on. It was very high. He lay down on the middle bed, but it was too hard. And finally, she lay down in the small bed, and it was perfect. The mattress was soft, so Goldilocks, who had already eaten and walked a lot too, she decided to take a nap and fell asleep.
Did she fall asleep at the stranger's house and they never arrived?
Exactly when Goldilocks was sleeping. The owners of the house appeared. The owners of the house were 3 bears. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and the little bear cub.
What did the bears do when they got home and saw the door was open?
Papa Bear was surprised and thought, someone entered the house. It must be a thief. So he prepared his claws to attack if necessary. Mama Bear was very scared, and the little basket was also very curious to know who had arrived at its house. They entered the dining room and noticed that of the 3 bowls of soup they had left there to cool down, the smallest plate has been eaten by someone. Little Bear Cub said, "It can't be. They ate my soup." Then they went to the living room where the 3 chairs I told you about were. When the little bear realized his chair was completely destroyed, started crying, and he was wondering who could have broken my chair.
Is Goldilocks still asleep?
Yes, the girl kept sleeping and sleeping. But the three bears entered the room, and they realized that in the smallest bed, the baby bear's bed, a girl was sleeping. The three bears, Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. They were staring at Goldilocks, and Goldilocks woke up.
What did the girl do when she saw the three bears looking at her?
Well, just imagine. The girl woke up, very scared, even shouted, "Help! Help!" But Mama Bear, who realized it was just a girl, he told her, "Calm down, calm down. We are the owners of the house. We have come from the forest. We left the soup plates to cool off, and you entered our house without permission. You ate the soup of my little bear, and moreover, you broke their chair, and now you sleep in her bed."
What did Goldilocks say when she heard what the bear said?
Goldilocks felt very sad. She was even crying. She apologized to the three bears because it had been presumptuous of her entering the house without permission. The bears were a very good family and understood the girl, so they told her not to worry and told them to go home. They weren't going to do anything to him.
And then Goldilocks went home.
Well, that's what she was going to do. But she decided to stop and help them recover what she had messed up. So together with the cub, they fixed the chair she had broken. It was as good as new. Then she helped Mama Bear make the wonderful soup again. This time it was much tastier, and the four could eat. At the end of the day, Goldilocks had made 3 new friends, the Bear family. Although Goldilocks returned to her home from time to time, visited the Bear family, and cooked them a delicious soup. It was a lifelong friendship.
Yes, Grandpa. Very good story. The moral of this story is that you should not enter other people's houses without asking for permission.
Well, that could be one of the lessons. The other would be, if you want to make friends, learn to cook a delicious soup. Ha ha ha